Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 18th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what we have going on for you at this time. You start off with the Joker this week, so I feel like you need to look at things in a different way. Normally I say this is a card of having fun. It's a good card for fun, just doing fun things, hanging out with friends, dating, all that other fun stuff. But for you this week, I think you just need to look at things that are going on in your life in a different way. The Joker is a card of being like multi-talented, being able to do a lot of different things, being interested in a lot of different things. So it's about just learning new things to kind of get ahead. Next, you have the Three of Spades, possibly thinking about a breakup. There definitely is the energy out there right now of, thinking about past difficulties, dealing with, past difficulties and all this other stuff. So, it makes perfect sense that a lot of you could be going through that. Also, with this card, be careful of your health. I always say be careful of your back with this card. Be careful of, lifting things, putting things over your head, bending over, any of that stuff. Definitely, because this can represent, physical stress or some sort of health issue or hurting your back, like I said. Next, you have the Queen of Spades, which is you showing up here. Very good card to show up as yourself. As I always say, puts you in a position of strength and position of power for the week. Allows you to kind of get what you want from the things that you're doing. And but other than that, it's a card of beauty, good things happening for you again, and definitely a card of can be a card of surprises and surprise things happening. It can also be a card of attention. You could be, and even just looking at the rest of the cards here, you could be noticing how maybe people are paying more attention to you, or they're giving you more attention, and this could be a good thing if you are single. Next, you have the Queen of Diamonds, having a choice to make. A bunch of signs have had this card this week. Pretty interesting. I mean, I've switched decks a bunch of times, so I know that it's not a card that's sticking or anything like that. And yeah, a lot of people have been getting this. This card just represents having a choice to make. And I do feel like maybe just people in general have a bunch of choices to make at this time, have to make a bunch of important decisions. I do think that the decisions we make right now during this time are probably more important than ever. I think that a lot of the choices we make right now are permanent. So, if you decide to date somebody, it could lead to a very permanent commitment. Or if you're deciding between two people, again, it could be a permanent commitment between one or the other. Same thing with work. And I do think that these permanent changes are a good thing. I think that they're leading to, again, permanent jobs or living in permanent places where, I think in the past several years things have been all over the place. So I do think that these are positive permanent changes, but I do think you probably need to, decide what you want to be permanent in your life and what you don't at this time. Next, you have the King of Clubs. Definitely leadership energy in your life right now. I think a lot of you could be stepping up into authority positions, leadership positions in a lot of different areas. For some of you, this could be very simple. A lot of you could be looking at new ways of doing things. I do think I was meditating a while ago, and I got messages about people learning new ways to be parent their children and all this other stuff. So I think a lot of people are looking at new ways of doing things, like taking care of their kids or, whatever, for whatever reason. So a lot of you could be making those changes as well. And finally here, you have the Six of Diamonds, a very lucky card. It represents a lot of good luck coming in for you, lucky opportunities for you as well. It can represent resistance to change. It can represent being nervous and not wanting to share some sort of, details, or, especially when it comes to work. You might have an idea at work, but you're afraid to share it. And this card says, share your ideas, let those good ideas flow, because this card also leads to promotions, new jobs, and things like that. Same thing if you own a business, it's all about taking a risk with the business. You could see some reward from that. And even if you are retired, you could see a reward from an investment or something like that with this card. But it looks like a very interesting week. A lot of people showing up here as well. So, pay attention to the messages you are receiving at this time, because they could be very important as well. But thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your week.